Imagine you're laying in bed one night and you're really trying to sleep, but you just can't fall asleep. Do you think you have a bigger chance if you just relax and close your eyes, or when you're really thinking about how can I fall asleep as fast as possible and really trying to make yourself crazy almost because you're not in a good state of mind? The answer for this is simple. You have to pretend to be asleep to actually fall asleep. And that's really interesting because if you think about it, when you're going to sleep, you're not just, it's an act in itself because you're pretending to be asleep first and then you actually fall asleep. I always thought it was really interesting. So you have to create the space and environment to reach your goal, actually. And this metaphor is not only with sleep, it's with basically everything in life. When you're really trying to achieve something in life, a goal, it's never luck or a coincidence if you actually achieve it. I don't really believe in luck for the most part, and I especially don't believe in it in this way. It's not really fake it till you make it, because I think this is the upgrade of that statement. A fake it till you make it has sometimes a really bad view. The law of attraction is basically an evolution of fake it till you make it, I think. You're basically reprogramming your life if you start to act like this. You're gonna see things you didn't see before, you're gonna act different, you're gonna see opportunities which you first didn't really believe were opportunities, Another really interesting thing I realized is you have to become the person who can handle the success when you actually achieve it. And I think that's a really powerful statement because imagine you woke up the next day with $1 million in the bank. Probably, or maybe right now, you're not the person who's ready for that and is not able to keep it. You have to become the person first and then the universe will give it. I really believe in that. I dare you to, for one day, starting tomorrow, when you're watching this video, act like the person you want to become. From the moment you open your eyes in the morning, you have to act like the person you want to become. You have to create it, to manifest in your mind. Do things that person would do. Walk like them, act like them, talk like them, be them. You start to notice some things. And I didn't know this before, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this. And they're all saying the same thing. You have to become the person first, and then the universe will give it to you. What's also really interesting is your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So why would you not use it to your advantage, Like I said, reprogramming. You have to make your brain your friend and not your enemy because it's the only thing you have. Repetition turns pretending at first because it's gonna be uncomfortable in the beginning. But repetition turns pretending into becoming. For example, confidence. If you're a really shy person and you've always been this your whole life, you're going to create it for yourself. And if you're starting to believe you're really confident, with enough repetition, you'll actually become confident because it's the only thing you know. And after a while, it's going to be automatic and you'll actually become that. If you walk like a man and own the room you enter every time again, you will start to feel like that. You probably saw a car in your life that you thought was really cool. And you're like, oh yeah, this car is really cool, I like that. And from that moment, you start to notice it everywhere you go. And there's a reason behind that. It's basically law of attraction because you're going to focus on it unconsciously. And you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna see things you didn't see before. And if you think like this, you can use it to your advantage because if you want something, for example, a lot of money, you're going to see opportunities you didn't see before. So you'll always be in the right state of mind, and so you'll always be ready for if opportunity comes along. And I'm actually really obsessed with this, and I'm applying it to my own life, and it just works for some reason because lately life's been good, and I'm achieving things and I'm seeing things with relationships, stuff like that. Basically everything I do comes down to this. When you can clearly see it in your mind and you really believe in it and it just feels so real, there's just no way it won't happen, I promise. You can almost taste it. That's just the way it works, man. And of course you still have to work for it. You can't just think your way into a millionaire or some other things. Or a dream body, your relationship, everything. But the combination of those two is extremely dangerous in a good way. Your brain searches evidence for the beliefs you have. Like I said, the confidence, you will notice people will treat you differently and see you differently, and you'll see yourself in a different way. And that's the most important, in my opinion. When you believe you're shy, you will find things that will reassure that. And if you believe you're confident, it will do the exact same thing. So why would you think you're shy, you know? So you can manifest basically everything. And I think it's really powerful. I thought in the beginning it was a bit corny, but when you start to get it in your mind, it just clicks. That's when everything changes. It's a cheat code. It's exactly that. It's the definition of a cheat code. And I think it's the secret of life in general. It's really that important. So that's basically all I have to say. If you like this video, can relate, you can like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully see you in the next one.